If you have certifications and you're not using them, then go deeper into that. I believe in helping my students. If you ask me a question or you need to know something, I'm like, oh, no one's ever asked me about that. I'm going to go make a video and stick it right in that psychic Reiki healing too. There you go. Contemplation and presence. Just sit there for a minute, you know? Whew, how that can change. Welcome to 5D Channels and Chats with Rachel Chamness. As a shamanic channel and mentor, I'll be sharing wisdom and healing from higher dimensions through channeling beings of light. You will also hear liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing, channels between intuitives, and discussion on higher dimensional healing and channeling. You'll find links and more in the show notes, so be sure to check them. You can find me at soundwavesheal.com and my Facebook group, 5D Daily Spiritual Healers in Higher Dimensions. Hi, everyone. Welcome today to Live in 5D. So today I wanted to actually talk about unlocking your higher frequency in a fun way. There are ways to unlock your abilities in like a really fun way. And I'm gonna give you a couple of ways to do that. And it's really how to raise your vibration and have fun at the same time. Why do we need this? Well, because, hey guys, we need to have more fun in this life. You know, we can get really bogged down with the holiday season or bogged down with just life in general, where things are just like we're little army ants. We're going to work and going home and getting all the things done, and that's it. Or we're working really hard as entrepreneurs on our business, and you know that we're not having enough fun. And fun is a really great way to unlock a higher frequency. But I wanted to say this. We all need motivation to practice. Let's just start with beginners. So if you're a beginner and you may have a modality or two, or you may have none, and that's okay, but you probably do something to raise your vibe. You might watch videos like this, or you might read about the law of attraction. You might go outside in nature. You might do these little things to raise your vibration. And do you do them every day? You know, we all need some motivation to practice that. Now, a lot of you are here because you're advanced and you have a lot of certifications and you need to practice them. And so I just wanted to speak on that just a little bit. If you have certifications and you're like, because people come to me all the time, they say, oh, I took Reiki, but I don't think it works because, you know, it didn't work for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how's that possible? Well, my first questions are like the quality of the class. Like, did you learn a lot? Did you get a manual? Did your teacher like teach you all about Reiki and then individually attune you? Not everyone is a group. I don't believe in attuning everyone as a group. I know that there's a popular Reiki that does that. Maybe that one works, but otherwise I really don't think it's a good thing. So did you get an individual attunement? And then if all of that is a yes, then how often did you practice that Reiki or that whatever it is that you did and said it didn't work? Did you practice it 15 or 20 times, or did you practice it one or twice and go, it didn't work? Which I understand, like what kind of support did you get? Did you have support from your mentor? Was there an ongoing practice included when you took that class? Was there some sort of ongoing, you know, a place where you could practice? Because I do that. My classes are really totally complete. If you ever take psychic Reiki healing with me, you're going to be added to a group where you can take as much advantage as you want. You can reach out to other people, trade with people, work on people, ask questions. If you ask me a question, I will answer it. If you ask me a question, it's not in the video portion, because I have a video portion for my psychic Reiki and my trance channeling, all kinds of classes that I teach, so that you can go back if you forget something and watch a video of me explaining it to you. So whether you took it in person or you took the video class and then got individually attuned, you know, I've got that for you. And in fact, if you have a class from me from many years ago and you haven't looked at it, like Jamie, I see you here. You took Reiki from me in when? 2019? I bet if you go online and you look at your Reiki course, you're going to be blown away by what's in it. I add to my courses so much. My Reiki 2 course is probably more filled out than most people's master teacher. I teach so much in my classes, and that's because I believe this is the sort of thing that you need. So why am I talking about this? Because it's just my soapbox. I'm sorry. But mainly, I just wanted to say, you know, if you have certifications and you're not using them, then go deeper into that. Are you not using them because there was no support and the class kind of sucked and you're just kind of beating yourself up because you don't use it? Or was it a pretty good class, but you're just not using it? I just want you to have the motivation to practice what you've got already, put it together, go outside the box of what you were taught and learn how to use this. Like, you have certifications, you don't know what you're doing with it, then you need to like put them all together. And I can help you with that. Like, it's so easy. for me. That's what I do. And I can totally help you with that. Yeah. Thank you, Joanne. Yeah. I believe in helping my students. If you ask me a question or you need to know something, I'm like, oh, no one's ever asked me about that. I'm going to go make a video and stick it right in that psychic Reiki healing too. Or I'm going to put it in light language, or I'm going to put, one of my classes. I'm going to make sure that everyone has information. If you ask a question, it's not there, I'm going to put it there, It's really, really important. So let's put our courses together. Let's put all of our healing together. Maybe you took a class and you never practiced it. It just wasn't your thing, and that's fine. That doesn't mean that there's not another course out there that can help you. So I just wanted to say that. Maybe that course wasn't that great. But for me, I try so hard to make sure that everything that I do is going to really empower my client. I want to make sure that you guys can take what I've done and go teach it and go do it and go make a ton of money off of it. And that is fine. You're my Reiki student. You want to buy my Reiki 1, write it all down and go teach it yourself. Fine. I don't care. Do it. Go teach it. I mean, do something that's resonates with you. Don't just copycat, which of course I'm going to even help you with do that, so go and do that. It's so important. Okay. So we all need motivation to practice. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. So how can you raise your vibration with whether the things you already know how to practice? How can you do that? Well, it's actually very simple and very fun. And that is to be around other healers and other mediums. Okay, so how can you do this? All right, so, this is pretty simple, but I just need you to know this. When you're with a group of other people like you, whether it's online or in person, you are going to find your senses, they are going to be amplified. How many of you have been to a retreat or been in a room with people physically where suddenly your messages are coming through so quickly? I want to hear from you, Joanne, because you just went to my retreat and you're just like, you're feeling the vibe. Everyone in the room's feeling so good. And it's like maybe you took an in-person class or maybe you have a local get together. Before I was a medium, I used to go to this once a month class in New York. And actually, April Lindeval was there. Is how I know April. I'm sure you've seen her. She's one of my master practitioners. And we would just learn from this spiritual person who would teach us all kinds of things. Yeah. So yeah, retreats are like incredible. I do a lot of retreats. Okay. So being with other healers and mediums raise your vibe so much. So the number one thing that I would recommend first of all, this is the whole reason why I said the first part. Are you Reiki attuned? If you're not Reiki attuned yet, you need to get on that ball right now. Don't even put it off. It is so important to be Reiki attuned. You're going to need it. That's what my guides are telling me. It's very, very important. Okay, so once you're Reiki attuned, do you have a local place where you can go that's like a Reiki share? Or does your mentor have a group where you can share with other people? I have a Facebook group for my Reiki people, and I think it's really important. I wish you guys used it more, but anyone can use it as much as you want. And I think the most important thing is to have a healer buddy. Who do you go to that goes back to you? Do you know what I mean? Like, I have been working with Gia Triunfo Hooper, who I also totally recommend. She's one of my master practitioners. She's freaking amazing. I have been going to her for how many years have we been trading? We used to trade 4 hours a month because we didn't have clients hardly. So we were just learning. She was my OG student. I taught her everything first before I taught it to anyone else. And I think it was back in 2018. We started 2019, once she started learning, we both started learning from each other. She started giving me like Reiki and yoga. And then eventually, once she took my classes, she started doing the same thing I'm doing. We did it back and forth. We still do it every month. We give each other at least 75 minutes of healing to each other. It's very important. And it's so fun. I cannot tell you how amazing it is to have someone that knows you that well, who has been helping you heal for years. So find a healer buddy, someone who does what you do, someone from your group, someone from your Reiki class, someone from your channeling class, someone, in my channeling classes, people meet each other and they're like friends forever. It's amazing. Their guides say, oh, all of our guides know each other. We all know each other. One time I had a class, everyone was from Sirius. Yes, you need to have a Reiki barter or some person that you work with. And if you took a local class, you may have a Reiki barter locally that you can go to. In Knoxville, there's a lot of Reiki healing, Reiki bartering. Now there's one that's all grouped where they all took the same Reiki. So maybe not that one, but there's tons of other ones as well. And then there's other ways too. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, barter, trade with people, hang out with people. And in person, that's the best thing to do, because if you can go to like a channeling class, whatever, I'd be happy to teach one of those every month if I had the interest here in Knoxville. But I do most of my stuff online because it's just easier for me. But, go to that thing in person. If you have that, that is the greatest. Now, barter with someone, that's the number one thing. So now what else? A retreat. Go to a retreat. Oh my. Okay, I've been doing retreats for years, and I just can't believe what it's like to be on a retreat and see my students like expand like crazy. Okay, Joanne is a great example. She came to my retreat in Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains. It was in May, and she was having trouble channeling, but at the retreat, she was channeling like a professional. She was amazing. It was so good. We were just blown away. Everyone in the retreat channeled. Everyone can channel something at the retreat. And it is so much, much fun. Retreats are where you're going to find so much growth. Just being in a place with, like, I usually do 6 to 8 people tops, including me. And so just imagine you're in a cabin for 5 days, you're learning all these things, you're working on each other. In my retreats, we actively do things ourselves. I'm not just giving you healing and giving you stuff. You're practicing. We're all getting better. We're all growing together. We're healing, have an intention for healing. We do all kinds of wonderful things. 1-day retreat, in a retreat, everything. I really, really recommend that. So here's a good question. Cindy says, how do you find a group in your area? I'm really, really new to this. I started my journey when my husband crossed over. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Well, okay, so there's a couple of ways I would look. So I live in Knoxville. So what I would do is I would put in Knoxville Metaphysical and see what comes up in my Facebook. And then I would try and see if there's a group. And then if there's anything, I'd be like, hey, is there any local group? Like if I did that now, there's a Knoxville Spiritual Awakening Shop or something like that. I can't remember. I mean, there's all kinds of little places here, and they have practitioners come in too. You can find a little community with a local crystal shop, and you can go there and be like, do you know of any Reiki shares? Do you know of any meetups? Okay, another thing is meetup.com. I know that's old, nobody uses anymore, but some people still use it. And so you could look there for metaphysical. So I would look up Knoxville Metaphysical, Knoxville Spiritual. I would look up, see if I find any hashtags with Knoxville in it. So whatever town you're in, you could do that too, and that's how I would look for it and see what I find. Then I would go and try to find, hey, you live in my town and you're a Reiki practitioner. Do you know of anything? And if you start looking around, you can't find anything, guess what you can do? You can start one. You can start one. Do it. I'm telling you, I get that for people all the time. Start one. So local get-togethers are amazing. Now, let's say you live nowhere. Okay, I have a client who lives nowhere. She says she lives in a tiny town in Arkansas and it's like nobody's around, right? Then online is the thing. Just get online groups, like my 5D Daily group on Facebook is a great place, and I really love my group because it's well monitored for high vibe participation and posts and the participants. And we also have lives like this one, free lives that really help, like Margaret was on last night talking about trance channeling, being a medium, what things that help her, and answering questions about help and things like that. So Cindy, yeah, if you live nowhere also, then, you might be surprised. I would go to the closest bigger town, maybe, especially if it's just once a month. I would look outside your town and just look, but also maybe online. So if you're looking for online, that's the next part of these tips for you, the 7 tips. So online groups are really great. So I have the free group 5D Daily on Facebook group. That's a great place, but also I have an online membership, Tag Lightworkers. This is an amazing membership. I can't tell you, it's like a huge Lightworkers library. It's like going into a library and you have 800 books you can check out, 800 videos. You don't have to watch them all. You can stay with this month. We have 2 months together, one program. Just, you could do 30 minutes a week and be so motivated, on track with ascension, on track with connecting with beings. That's all you have to do. But we also have lives all week long where you can get a healing and you can get a reading, like constantly, almost every day. So it's a really great place. And then people are like chatting, you get to know everybody, and it might not be the same as in person, but it can be close. And that's another place you could find someone to barter with, someone to connect with, Heather, thank you. I'm glad this is helpful. Online memberships are great, especially if you have like weekly check-ins. My tag group, they get discounts on sessions, they get discounts on classes, they get all the things. I prioritize my tag lightworkers. They get the best of everything. And they get all of, like, there's tons of classes I don't teach on the regular that they have access to. Oracle class, EFT class, sound healing class, advanced pendulum class. I mean, there's tons of stuff in there. Yeah. Hey, Brandy. So, okay. Let's go on. So let's say, okay, we talked about local, we talked about online. What else can you do? Well, it's just to make time for yourself. So all of these things that I just said will help you find some motivation to practice what you've got already, or to motivate you maybe to start. If you haven't, start with Reiki 1. Everyone, please start with Reiki 1. You need it. You need it. But there's other things that you can do by yourself. So let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to do those things. What can I do today to boost my vibration and boost my abilities? So basically what I'm saying here is anything that raises your vibration, raises your abilities. But when you can raise your vibration in a group, then your abilities also come up, and you're going to be shocked at that. It's amazing. So it's so amazing. I can't think of another word. Okay. And in fact, I have a great video of Missy Sullivan from my retreat 2 years ago saying, it's so amazing to be in this room with all these people. You know, I think we're 6 or 7 that time, who are so high vibrational and have these gifts, and how it raises your gifts. There's a beautiful, I'll have to run that reel again, because it's so good. Beautiful testimonial about that. So what can you do right now? Well, take a little time today and do a meditation. Okay, if you're in my tag lightworkers, of course, you have 70 meditations to choose from, right? You can post in the group and say, what meditations are you guys doing? If you're looking for one, that's, since this program's meditation isn't out yet, do the last program's meditation, or choose one randomly, or go look for a keyword and just randomly pick one, or ask me what I think. Ask the group, post in the group. Okay, so I also always recommend Steve Noble's meditations. They're always high vibe. Every single one of them is safe, beautiful, effective, and incredible. They're free. The Soul Matrix on YouTube. And the other thing is a contemplation. So 1 month in tag, we had these beings come through who were like, what's really important? Just as important as meditation is contemplation. Just go sit somewhere, maybe by a window if it's too cold to go outside, and just sit and contemplate. Just let your mind go. You're not going to think about anything. If you start thinking about stuff, you can just, take a deep breath and release it. Like spirit guides remind me to think of that later. And this is not meditation. You're not going to go deep. You're just going to rest your mind and contemplate. And maybe something will happen. Maybe something will come into your mind, and you'll start talking to a spirit guide or something like that. You're going to leave your phone and everything in the other room. You're not going to look at anything. You're just going to be present as possible. One way for presence is this is a Eckhart Tolle thing. It's like, look at your hands. Everybody look at your hands right now and sense the light in your hands. This is your light body. And you feel that presence come on. And did you just feel the vibration raise where you are? So my vibration just raised because I just came fully present, not just teaching, but just being present myself. And then if you did it, and then everyone else on this call did it, then you started to feel it. Even if you're watching replay, I bet you can feel it. In fact, if you're watching replay, let me know. Let me know if you feel it. Everyone here, did you feel that come up? There you go. Contemplation and presence. Just sit there for a minute, Woo, how that can change. Another thing is you can try to find the aliveness in a plant. Isn't that beautiful plant? Did you know? I saw this reel yesterday that your plants can feel your aura for, I think it was 2 kilometers, or I don't know, some measurement that means nothing to me, because unless you say football field, I have no idea. So they know when you're coming, and they get all excited because you're going to give them water, or you're going to be near them, and they love you so much. Did you know that? And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Sweet little plant. Okay. Do you need water? No? You're okay. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe a little. Actually, it looks pretty good. There's one plant that I can always tell when it needs water because he starts to look so sad. Okay, look at this. Do you guys feel it? Yeah. That is an incredible thing you can do right now. Always, always. Yeah. And then Jennifer Parker says, whoa, I felt it in the center of my palm was a white light. Very awesome. Yeah, did you know? I feel really bad about that plant. I always forget in the corner. I gave it extra love last night after I saw that reel. Okay, here's another thing I want to tell you guys, and that is to go outside. Okay. I want to give you a hint about going outside. Okay. I know everyone says, go outside in nature and ground into the earth. And did you go outside today? And like, oh yeah, no, I need to go outside. I need to go for a walk. I need, right? We always have this like self-talk that's just like, do the thing. Why didn't you do the thing? We got to release that. But I want you to go out in nature, set a time to go out in nature, even if it's, if it's cold, then just bundle up, man. We are such like, yeah, I live in Knoxville. I'm telling you, it's cold. No one's going anywhere. And then I just tell myself, what is the deal? I lived in Chicago. Do you know how cold it is in Chicago? You just bundle up and go for a walk and you'll get warmer. But anyway, what I want you to do is go outside and call in the fae. If you can't go outside, go to a plant in your house. Call the fae and go for a walk outside, even if it's in your neighborhood and not really in the woods, and call the fae and sense the fae and everything in a tree and everything. Just sense them. Hey, look out in your yard and say, hey, who's out there? Bring them into the house. Ask them to come and you'll feel them. And that's a different way too. So who else can help you when you have no one around and you feel lonely is your spirit guides and your fae spirit guides. These are beings you can call in, and these are the ones that I always start with. When you are learning to channel or whatever, you always start with your spirit guides and always start with the fae. And the two ways that I help with that is for very, very little or free is my spirit guide masterclass. Comes with meditations, healings, comes with all kinds of stuff. I mean, why do I give so much for free for this? Because there's over 800 things in the tag program too. So, or probably more. It's probably 1,000 actually, when I think about it. So I give you like 10 things in here because it's nothing for me. I've got 1,000 or 1,200 pieces of video that I can, that you can buy from me. So, or rent, I guess. Rent my library, my monthly membership, or join one of my classes. So spirit guides, this is one great thing. So you can bring in your spirit guides and let them be your community. Let them help you bring your vibration up. All right, so Jessica says, can I ground in my room? I have all my plants in. Absolutely. You can ground anywhere, And if you're around plants, that's the second best thing to be going outside. Yeah, I love to hug trees too. I feel like my spirit's always hugging a tree. Like I'm not just running around hugging trees. Sometimes my spirit's like, hugging that tree, hugging that tree, hugging that tree in my mind. Jody says, yes, I know too well how cold it is here, pretending I'm on a warm beach today, right? So you might like just sit next to the window. That's okay. But bundle up and go out for just a little bit or try to get enough bundle and, get your blood flowing outside. It's going to help. Okay. I hope that was helpful for all of you. It's so nice to be here. Thank you for listening to me. Because I really want to help all of you with all your certifications, put them together and do something with them, with what you've got already. Okay. And outside of the box, how to use it outside of the box is my thing. And also I want to help you if you're a beginner, start with Reiki 1. I'm just going to leave that with you. Reiki 1, start it now. Don't wait. Just don't. My Psychic Reiki Healing 1 is an hour and a half of just watch the videos, have the attunement with me. I'm glad you guys liked it. I appreciate you guys too. Thank you so much. And I hope that you have a beautiful day and I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for listening today. Please follow this podcast, like, subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you in our Facebook group 5D Daily. And be sure to sign up for my free Channeling Spirit Guides program, which you can find under resources at soundwavesheal.com. I am Rachel Chamness, and it's my pleasure to help light workers expand their channeling to heal in higher dimensions.